One of my friends always says, uh-oh, you're wearing red. When I wear red, I'm in a mood. Join me in a comfortable cross-legged seat. We'll start with our knees out to the side and something supporting our bottom. This class is devoted to the core, the glutes, the hamstrings. Resting your hands on your knees, close your eyes. Get a visual 360 of the whole line of your belly, your back, and the tops of your glutes. And our intention over the course of the next 50 minutes is to knit, control, and create more awareness through that band. 3 rounds of Nali Kriya. We'll hold our retention on an exhale, drawing the belly center up. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hold it empty, lift it. Release your belly, take a breath. Observe the after effects. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it empty, lift it, lock it. And release. The transverse abdominis that we're attempting to tackle is the lowest layer of our core muscles. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Hold it empty, lift it, lock it. Release the belly. Drop your chin and let some light into the eyes. Slide forward onto all fours. Bring the hands under the shoulders, bring the knees under the hips. Get a 360 vantage of your glutes. Walk the right knee through center, send the left leg back and flex the foot. We'll work with the retention, taking an inhale, point the toe, arch the spine. Exhale. Hold the belly in and tap the knee to the armpit. Send it back, inhale. Exhale. Pull the belly center in, tap the armpit. Inhale, send it high. Bend your knee like a dog peeing on a hydrant and lift and lower that knee. Breathe normal. Maybe there's a constriction in the back of the throat. So the breath retention and moving with that is so powerful and so challenging. It protects the back. It makes you light. Release the knee, anchor into the left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale completely. Hold the belly, tap your armpit. Send it high, inhale. Exhale. Tap the armpit. Send it high and then bend the knee like a dog peeing on a hydrant and lift and lower the hip. Creating a bit of fire in the bottom. When we consider the core, it's low back, it's hips, tops of the glutes. Couple more lifts. Release the knee, tuck the toes, downward dog. Playing with that retention one more time. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hold it empty, lift it. Release the belly. Eyes forward, top of the mat. Inhale, flatten the back, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. Flatten the back, lift the heart, tent the fingers, weight into the right foot and send the left leg back. Take your left foot, cross it behind the right, no touching. Send it back. Do that 3 more times, and your hamstrings might be a little tight first thing in the morning, depending when you're practicing. And then as you send the leg back, flex the foot like an Ardha Chandrasana, a half moon. And then bring the foot, cross it behind, send it high. 3, 2, 1. Release the foot, inhale, lengthen. Fold in half. Tent the fingers, anchor into the left, send the right leg high, cross it behind. 3 times. And then out to the side. Send the leg, Ardha Chandrasana, out to the side. Cross it behind. 3, 2, 1. Release the foot, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Stretch up, palms touch. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. High plank, 1 minute. Walk the feet nice and far back. Protract the shoulders and knit the hips toward the ribs. So the greatest thing about plank pose is that it's one of the best ways to target all the belly muscles. Tensing, walking the feet even farther back. And then even now, perhaps a retention is available. Take an inhale. Exhale, hold it empty, lift it. And release, 20 more seconds. Eyes set like a laser beam. The closer we get to the core, the closer we get to what matters. 10 more seconds. Come all the way to the belly. Tops of your hands on the earth, lift the legs, lift the heart. Flutter kick your feet. So a teacher of mine calls them the big 4. He says core, hamstring, glutes, front of the hips. "30 more seconds, flutter kick." So glutes and low back right now. The back side of you, the part no one sees. When you look in the mirror, you look at your face. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, roll over onto your back. Send your legs to the sky and then intertwine the fingers behind the head. Ride the bike. So we ride the bike and we get into the rectus abdominis, the 6-pack. We get to the obliques. Go to your neck and imagine that the neck is as graceful as a ballerina, a golfer. So you're not hunched forward. Ensure that you're owning your legs. Everything is everything. So this work is similar to handstands or your meditation or your splits. Double time. Pick up the pace. Release the neck and shoulders, legs to the sky. You might like to hook your thumbs under your hips. We'll lower and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel the air between the toes. Feel the back of the head pressure into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Release the legs, roll back over onto the belly. Take a cobra pose. The elbows are bent, you're dragging the rib basket forward. 2, 1. Push back, downward dog. Set your eyes up the wall. Feel the backs of the legs. Hammock the heart. Completing your exhale, eyes forward, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Stand up, arms up. Release the arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold belly hollows. Inhale, lengthen. Plant your palms, come back, high plank. Walk your feet the distance of your mat. Right hand taps the left shoulder, left hand taps the right shoulder. And as you make the transition, we've got this crossover action. And as you do it, try not to shake your body or lean too heavy to one side. It means that we extend farther through the heels to stop the momentum. A core practice is about control, making our movements seamless. So the onlooker's like, wow, you make it look like it's nothing. 10 more seconds. And come all the way down onto the belly. Point your toes, inhale, lift everything up, exhale, release. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over onto your back. Eagle arms, eagle legs. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Left arm under, left leg over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untangle, retangle, lengthen and together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untangle legs to the sky. Leg lifts with a little pop at the top. So we lower, we lift, we pop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come all the way over to the belly, cobra pose. Stretch your chin, drag your rib basket forward. 2, 1, downward dog, eyes up the wall. I say this often, but there is a time to rest and there's a time to work. You might need child's pose if it's more of a time to rest. Take an inhale. Exhale, completely clear the belly center, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Sweep up, arms up. Release the arms. Inhale, up. Fold in, forehead to shins. Lengthen. Step walk, float back, and come to your right forearm. So the palm faces the long edge of the mat. You might step your top foot down. You might stack the feet, lower and lift the hips. 10. Too much for me to talk. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swivel through center, opposite forearm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Come onto your forearms. Intertwine the fingers like a headstand, but the chin is up and the eyes are up the wall. Kick out through the heels. So this is interesting, and maybe it's because I had a baby, but the skin of my belly, it wants to just hang. But I'm gonna fight against that by drawing it up. It's the last thing in the world I want to do, but I'm gonna do it. Pull the navel center back, 30 more seconds, elbows down, eyes set. Do not let anything take your attention away from that spot. And all the way down onto the belly and over onto your back. Supta Baddha Konasana, the legs. Intertwine the fingers behind the head, lift and lower. So this first little segment, we're doing lots of rectus abdominis crunching actions. And then we'll move more into the glutes, the hamstrings, the big 4. Feel the bottoms of the feet hug together. Note the way the fingertips press the head. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the neck and shoulders, legs up, 10 more leg lifts. Again, you could support your glutes with your hands. The back of the head firmly plants. So it is not just your core strength, it's proprioception. It's the ability to live in the fingertips, even though they're not doing anything. To live in the neck, the feet, the belly. To live simultaneously in many places. That's presence. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over onto the belly, taking cobra pose. Stretch the belly, tops of the feet on the floor. Push back, upside down V. Set those eyes. Clear the belly center as you track your eyes up the wall. Core is about full body connection. Not a six-pack, but a feeling in the body. Eyes forward, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Stand up. Release the arms. Sit in your throne, Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, you're on the right leg, left leg back. Warrior 3, we've seen this a million times. We'll add a little knee sweep forward. Draw your knee to your chest. Warrior 3. 4 more times, and notice if there is a stutter, an insecurity, a shake. And then to the best of your ability, own your balance. Landing in Warrior 3, eyes set. Utkatasana, sit in your throne. Hands to your heart, opposite side, Warrior 3. Land, know it. Knee sweeps forward. Send it back. Draw it forward. Send it back for 3. 2. 1. Warrior 3, land for a moment and Utkatasana. Fold over the thighs. Lengthen crow or a little squat. Knees catch the elbows. Tiny little package, heels high. 3, 2, 1. Feet back, lower. Roll it open, eyes up. Slide it back. Lift your right leg up, point your toe. High plank, shoulders over wrist, tap your armpit with your knee. Send it high. Pull it through, stomp it. Arms up. Warrior 2. Exalted warrior. Extended side angle for the exhale. Exalted, pick it up. Hands down, side plank on the left. Feel free to drop the right foot. We'll stay for 30 seconds, a little bit longer than a 5-breath hold, but not much. Eyes up. Waist and hips high. Hands down, eyes forward, low push-up. Roll over the toes, lift the chest. Slide back. Left leg lifts, point your toe. High plank, shoulders over the wrist, tap your armpit. Send it high. Step it through. Arms up. Warrior 2. Exalted. Extended side. Exalted. Hands down, side plank on the right hand. So you modify so that it works. And some days you might feel so full of prana and life that you're like, oh, I could stay here for 10 minutes. Other days you might feel tired. The practice is different day to day. Hips high, eyes set, last 10 seconds. Hands down, low push-up. Roll it open, lift the heart. Slide back. Drop to the knees. If you have blocks, use them. We'll take Lolasana. Cross the left ankle over the right and know that nothing might happen. Plant the palms down into the floor, protract the shoulders, pick it up. 3, 2, 1, release. Uncross, recross, push down, Lolasana. 3, 2, 1, release, and come all the way down onto your tummy. Interlace your fingers behind your back, lift your chest, lift your legs. Feel the inner heels touch each other. Your glutes are active, your hamstrings are active. Little bit higher for 3, 2, 1. Release the chest, roll over onto your back. This is obliques and rectus abdominis. Walk your feet in like a little bridge. You'll tap the outer, then the inner edges of your ankle. The head will stay lifted. Rise up, outer, inner. A friend of mine had a wipeout on the ice, and she said, "Oh, thank God I practice yoga, because that could have been really bad." And it's true. It's like it creates this malleability. You almost become like a cat that always lands on your feet. And core work is such a key piece of control, knowing where you are in space. Right now, live in your feet. Live in all 4 corners of your feet. 15 more seconds. Keep rocking side to side. And release. Bring your feet hip distance apart. This is for the glutes. Press the feet down, lift up, squeeze your glutes. So it's a little bridge, but I don't care so much about the back bend as the tops of the glutes fire. And then lower your bottom so it just about touches the floor and spike it up. 10. But at the peak, you squeeze, clench, hold the bum. Maybe an inappropriate crass reference, but like you put a penny and you could squeeze it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your bottom to the earth. Take your left foot, cross it over, figure 4. Intertwine your fingers, right elbow, left knee, 10. And if you tend to toss your body up with a wing and a prayer, slow it down. Control all the space between the movements. 5, 4. Untangle the legs, retangle the legs, opposite side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Tuck your knees to your chest for a moment. 10 V-snaps. Extending the legs and lifting up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto your belly, cobra pose. Extend the chest. Feel the tops of the feet on the floor. How the heck are you? Strike back, downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet and catch your big toes. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Attempt that kriya, that hollowing kriya as the spine falls. And that hollowing of the belly, honestly, is all where the depth comes. It's the power, it's the fluidity. We start simple in places where it feels possible. Inhale to lengthen, you might need blocks. Bend your knees, take your left hand, bring it 6 inches in front of your left foot and tent the fingertips 6 inches to the pinky toe edge. Hang to the left, lift your right leg up. Like a dog peeing on a hydrant, you can hold the knee. Release the foot, other side, tent and lift. Widen the thighs, and this might feel terrible. Cool, it's information. I heard somebody say preferences are avoiding what we dislike. Release the foot, downward dog. Set your eyes up the wall behind you. Observe. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hollow your belly, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sit on your throne. Stand up. Bend your knees, sit on your throne. Warrior 3 on the right leg, and then sweep it through, figure 4. Kick it back, airplane. Pull it through, figure 4. 3, 2, 1. Utkatasana. Warrior 3, left leg. Cross it over, figure 4. Send it back. Get rid of the stutter. Get rid of the shake. And you're the only one that knows, like, what part of your foot is not willing to commit to the floor. For me, it's my big toe joint. I have to work so hard to keep that toe planted. Last one. Utkatasana. Uttanasana, bow. Halfway lift. Step walk, float back, lower. Lift the chest, eyes up. Slide it back. Lift your right leg up. High plank, shoulders over the wrists like handstand, eyes super far forward. Send it high. Step it through. Arms up. Warrior 2. Flip it. Extended side for an exhale. Exalted takes it up. Hands down, half split or full. Straighten your leg. Your body may not feel warm like it typically does when we do a bunch of standing work. Take your awareness to the outer edge of the left foot. So most of us, we live in the obvious, right? What you're looking at, that's pretty obvious to be like, okay, my kneecap needs to lift and my leg needs to be straight. But what about your back foot? You can't see it, so how do you know that your foot's not sickling? Proprioception, memory. The Sanskrit word is smriti, and it's a super big component of yoga. Take a lunge back into that front knee, and again, side plank on the left. You might step the foot down. You might be happy with the feet stacked. So side planks and high planks are one of the greatest ways to engage the entire band around the waist. 10 more seconds. All the way through center, low push-up. Drag it open, slide it back. Left leg up. Bend the knee, tap the shoulders, shoulders over the wrists. Send it high and step it through. Arms reach up. Warrior two. Adding on, straighten that left leg, pivot the left toes for Prasarita A. Catch the waist, look up, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, and some of you might like to go upside down. Clear the navel center, so this whole idea of getting light, and I can explain it a million times, but you'll know it when you feel it. Gorgeous Tate, that's it. Light as a feather, that belly, it almost becomes so light, you're like, is this a joke? If the feet are up, put them down. Inhale, lengthen. Catch the waist, stand up. Warrior two, face forward. Exalted. Extended side for the exhale. Exalted picks you up. Hands down, half split or full. Kick the heel, maybe glide, slide forward. And take a look at the back foot. Get to know your habits and your patterns. Because the teacher could tell me a million times, Erin, tuck your ribs, Erin, tuck your ribs, until Erin finally buys in and realizes it will help her, she'll do it forever. The great thing is you're not ready till you're ready. And you don't have to be ready. And it isn't just the shapes we take. Again, it's like it's everything we do in life. How attentive we are. Returning to a lunge for side plank one more time on the right side. Get short through the hips, so hip, rib, nice and short. Stay nice and high, push the earth away, 5 more seconds. Eyes down, hands down, low push-up. Roll over the toes, lift the heart. Slide back. Drop down onto the knees, grab a hold of your blocks if you have them. And we'll play with some really gnarly stuff and nothing might happen. I find it kind of the worst, deepest kind of core work. So we've done Lolasana. We'll do Lolasana one more time with the idea of pulling the hips through to end up with our legs out in front. Cross one leg over, remember which one, pick it up. Try to lift it through to a seat. L sit. Anchor the hands down into the blocks, lift it up. Release your bottom, Navasan boat. Gaze to the toes. 5 V-snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs out in front. L sit, pick it up. Release the bottom, boat pose. I promised Tate I'd make her throw up. No, you probably won't. 5 V-snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your legs out in front. Last L sit, lift it up. Release or bottom Navasana. You could hold the knees, bend the legs, 5 V-snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross the ankles and put the opposite shin on top for one more Lolasana, maybe straight into a jump back. Pick it up. Shoot back. Ride your inhale, stretch your belly. Slide back, downward dog. Take a beat and walk your hands back to your feet. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Fan the feet out to the upper corners and crawl your hands to your knees. So Nali Kriya one last time, and this is traditionally how people access it. A friend of mine actually goes inhale, exhale, and she squats before she picks up. Maybe you play with that if you have trouble. Hands on the knees, take an inhale. Exhale, hold it empty, lift it. Release the belly. Slow it down. I find I get that white coat syndrome when a doctor takes your blood pressure and it skyrockets. It's like the moment before the moment I freak out. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it empty, lift it. Release. One last retention. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hold it empty, lift it, lock it. Release your belly and meet me in a little Malasana. Option to stay in your teeny squat. It's a great hip opener. Some of you will go crow, headstand, crow. I'll give you about, 10 breaths to play. Five more breaths, so you're halfway through. 3, 2, 1. Release the feet and let's thread our palms under our feet. Padahastasana, lengthen. Fold in, clear the navel cavity, head heavy. If you're braking on your heels, go forward into the toes till you scare yourself. The practice should have an element of risk. If there's no risk, we could easily be on autopilot. We could spend years on autopilot. Inhale, lengthen. Walk yourself forward. We'll take one more Lolasana. So the blocks are under the hands, maybe not. Cross the ankles. Walk it in nice and tight. Pick it up. Lolasana. Pull it through. L-sit. Lower the bum. Navasana. 5 V-snaps. And vinyasa, you might pick it up. Lolasana, float back. Ride your inhale. Downward dog. Come forward into plank and all the way onto your belly and all the way onto your back. Just a little tiny bit left. Legs up. Intertwine the fingers, lower your left leg so it hovers. Left elbow to right knee, lift and lower the right. 10. Beautiful. Both legs up, other side. The right leg lowers, right elbow to the left. 10, lifted and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, awesome jewels, 2, 1, and release. We normally clear our core work, but for today, I don't want to. Specifically, I don't want to. I want to notice the after effect. Drape your shoulders under your back. Take an inhale. Oh. Feel the safety in your own body. And I don't mean safety like there is a predator, there is someone out to get you. It's just a homeostasis that I trust myself, my body, my movements, and I feel safe. Where you get a charge of anger, of jealousy, of envy, that is a wonderful indication of a place you are not free. And we're not walking around saying, everything's fine. But note when you get fired up. When an injustice occurs in your everyday life and you get real angry. Take a deep inhale. Wiggle your hands and feet. Stretch your arms, point your toes. Tuck your knees towards your belly. And roll over onto the right. Rising up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Closing the eyes. Carry your practice into every interaction and the rest of your day. Hands to your heart. Bow your chin, seal the practice. Lifting our eyes and our hearts to each other. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.